On the use of tunnels by terrorists, it's basically a phenomena which is prevalent in the Jammu region. The army and the BSF have found many. In fact, one was discovered just a few days back. Again, we are using many unique technologies to detect them, including the use of ground penetrating radars. The bottom line is that we will remain alert to plug all loopholes. In fact, I would like to urge the local population to remain alert, especially for the transportation of drugs through these platforms, as it can not only weaken the system but also corrupt the society. Yeah, we in Chinar Corps are constantly innovating and upgrading our technology and techniques to prevent infiltration. To begin with, we have reworked our deployment with some understanding of what has been happening for the last few years. On the technology front, there is huge infusion of equipment for surveillance, for detection, and subsequently for neutralization. Our ability to detect and neutralize even at night has substantially improved, and that's how we had a number of successful contacts at night. Pakistan definitely is using ceasefire to help the infiltrating terrorists. Whenever this happens, we respond in such a way that there is a clear disincentive for such behavior from the other side. So I can say that we presently have a multi-pronged strategy to defeat Pak designs to send in terrorists into the valley. The main message I have is that you can come back and we will take care of you. And this is a message we have consistently given to all stakeholders, whether it is the terrorists, the parents, or the community at large. In fact, we have demonstrated the same on ground too. In the last 6 months, we're happy to say that 17 of those who had strayed have come back. And we are going to take care. Presently, we are working with the government for a suitable surrender policy, which definitely will help. My appeal to the youth who have gone astray is to come back. You can get back anytime, including during operations. In fact, they can call anybody, their parents, our helpline, and we will organize your return. We are also reaching out to their families, and many have helped us to get their wards back, and we will continue to focus on this. To me, even what is more important is what happens after the surrender. How do we rehabilitate them? How does the community accept them? To me, it is the combined work of us, the army, the Jammu and Kashmir police, the civil administration, and the local community elders who have to orchestrate this magic. As I said earlier, a well thought out surrender policy will definitely help us in this direction. So at this stage, I would like to say that it's a work in progress. Yeah, about the encounters, I must tell you that on an average, a contact with terrorists takes place every 20 to 25, after every 20 to 25 specific searches that we conduct. A specific search is one in which an operation has been launched with quality int, and we are all set for a contact. So at this stage, what is important is that the searches are done in a way that they cause minimum inconvenience to the residents in the area. Our troops are trained to respect the local culture and the religious sensitivities. We also ensure that the old and women folk are taken care of. During these searches, we often have medical patrols which provide medical succor to those who require. And when the contact does get established and we have knowledge of the terrorists trapped, we offer them a surrender, especially if they are locals. If the identity is established, we even call the family members. When all attempts fail and we draw fire, we go ahead and neutralize them. Here again, we try and keep the collateral damage to the buildings to the bare minimum. On the line of control, the situation remains fairly active because of Pakistan's desire to push terrorists and do some mischief in our forward areas. Presently, due to the snow levels, the area for infiltration definitely has shrunk. So to that extent, some sanity prevails. On the issue of ceasefire violations, these are basically to help the terrorists sneak in. I've said that earlier. In response, we target terrorist launch pads and also those who support this infiltration. We're aware of Pakistan's designs and we have plans in place to maintain full control on the LC. As of today, we have a very strong counter-infiltration grid in place based on the anti-infiltration obstacle system. It is a system. It is based on an obstacle, a physical obstacle. There are soldiers who are guarding it, and there is a ton of surveillance technology that is in place. This year, I'm happy to say that we have been able to reduce infiltration by over 70% in comparison to last year. As far as situation along the LAC is concerned, officers responsible for that area have already made adequate disclosures, but I must tell you broadly that it is stable. Here on the LOC, we remain in full control and are prepared for all contingencies. Yeah, I'm too small to give a message, but I have 3 important points in mind. Firstly, the security forces need the Awam to root out terrorism from J&K. We need the civil society to collaborate with us to prevent the Kashmiri youth from joining terror groups. We will help you in these endeavors. Even for those who have joined terror tanzims, we will show you a way back. This, in principle, should be a people's movement. Secondly, the Awam should be conscious of the propaganda efforts of the separatists supported by Pakistan. And you must be aware that social media is a carrier of this propaganda. Only a conscious society can take measures to ensure that it is not affected by propaganda. I must appeal to the elders to guide the youth to see the truth and work towards a bright future for all citizens of J&K. Thirdly, and this is important, I will request the Awam to be vigilant against the terrorists without weapons. These are those people who instigate, fund, and control terrorism by means as a means to their own selfish ends. For them, anyone not following their ideology is fit to be killed. They are the biggest threat to peace in Kashmir, and they can be countered by close cooperation between the security forces, the administration, and the Awam. Lastly, for the youth, I would like to say that you are the future. You will need to work to make Union Territory of J&K a modern, prosperous, and happy society. In this journey, we are with you. Thank you, and Jai Hind.